Welcome back to Sussex Farms for episode 35 with me, MrSealyp. This stuff definitely needs some TLC. It's absolutely filthy. But I've been doing a load of jobs with them, you know. I know in game it makes no difference at all whether you clean them or not, it's just aesthetic. But, you know, in the real world, you know, build up of mud and stuff, it can stop machinery working. Salt on the road, stuff like that, you can get excessive corrosion, all sorts of problems. Plus, if you're going to do maintenance, repair, anything, and you can't get to nuts, bolts, then, you know, you're just covered in grime and muck all the time. It's a good clean every now and again. From a purely aesthetic point of view, CLEG will kill me if I don't, so it needs doing. I'm up at field 39. We're not into late spring yet, but I thought what I would do is come over and do some herbicide, pesticide, fungicide, some spraying on the newly acquired field. Now this is going to be another one of those ones where I'm going to have to, because the field state won't change, but I'm going to spray it. Anyway, it needs doing, so hopefully no weeds. We'll see what happens. Wool production is still cracking along. Well, all of it is, as is milk. We have, or I've purchased, you've already just seen, I've done a couple of more contracts. I've purchased a new vending machine to extend the farm shop. That's been delivered down to the kind of little farmers market that I've got set up. That needs to be unboxed and just kind of pushed into place because it's not quite where it needs to be. I was thinking of doing one at the spa, and I mentioned it in the last video, and someone said because it's not technically placeable, you can put them down. It won't allow me to place it there, but I'm going to have a go maybe at getting one and trying to drive it there and place it. I don't know if it will still let me do it because it's not land we own, but we'll have a go. I'm just thinking if we can extend our farm shop empire, why not? That was the whole point of this Let's Play, was to start off with whatever we had and kind of with any Let's Play, that's the point, isn't it? You know, it's about building up and getting to a point where you've done a bit of everything and you're happy with leaving the farm in a better state than you arrived, you know. So anyway, yeah, this will continue. I'm thinking maybe a bit of yard remodel I think we might do as well. But like I say, late spring we'll get that planting, seeding done, and we'll have a bit of a fiddle around in the yard, and I might buy a new trailer as well. I was thinking maybe getting a slightly larger trailer. Nothing massive. I might get one of the Fleagle Bulls actually. I don't know. I'm having a think. Some more new gear. Anyway. The spraying needs doing. it's 6:21, and we're going to tuck the animals in. Just going to feed them all before bed, because we're getting increased reproduction rate and we're getting more animals over the course of the night. They're getting through more and more feed. So what I've been doing is feeding them in the morning and in the evening. I know the feed you give them should last 2 days, but it's just I've got into the habit of doing it. I'm not using any of the pig food yet. The pig food that I bought, until I run out of corn's going to be the clincher for me. I've still got canola, and I've got barley and wheat, obviously, but corn's the big one. Once I run out of corn, then I'm switching over to pig food. But at the moment, I've still got corn, so I'm going to keep feeding them with the individual bits, and then we'll move over to pig food as and when we need to. But at the moment, we're looking alright. I am slightly concerned. I need to move into late spring to get the ground temp up enough to do soybean and corn. What bothers me is if I don't get the seed temp in late spring either, and we have to wait till early summer. It just makes it very late planting, or seeding, whichever. So yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be a few jobs, a few bits and bobs I want to get done, but it is a concern. Well, we've still got some corn left, so I'll probably get, I don't know whether I'll get another full feed out of them, but essentially. And then what I'll do is with the barley, we've seen me do this before, but just to show you, I'm feeding them regularly. I'm doing it every now and again. I'll put barley in for the pigs, then I'll drive around to the chickens, give them the barley they need, and then back round and unload. I'll go around and make sure that, oops, nice big dent in the front of the van, lovely. Make sure TMR's topped up, water's done, feed areas I'm going to go around and clean. And then what I'll do is, as I skip through the night, I'm not going to speed through the night because the sheep are producing at quite a rate. So the problem I've got, it's a good problem, but the sheep wool pallet area fills up too quickly. If I skip through the night, it will fill up with 4 pallets, and then potentially for the rest of the night, any wool that I could have got, I won't. So I'm just have to go through it to speed up time a little bit, and then I'll just move the pallets out as it fills up. But I don't mind doing that in the spring. You know, we started getting wool production early spring, so early spring through to late spring, and then we haven't got to worry about doing that after that. We'll have all the wool we need. And so we are into late spring, and the animal husbandry continues. You know what? I'm just loving playing. I'm absolutely loving just the animals have gone all weird again. I've got mixtures in all the pens. I don't know why. I went quite a few episodes and saves coming in and out, and it wasn't a problem. I'm wondering if it's the Borgo DLC. Every time you put something new in, if I had a different mod, it tends to go a little bit haywire, then it settles down. So anyway, sheep, absolutely mad. Look how much wool we've got. Oh, and it just keeps on coming. Look at it all. Brilliant. Couldn't be happier. We've almost doubled our flock. We started off with 100 we bought. We're up to 198 now. So fantastic. The cows, I'm pretty sure we're up to about 19,000 litres of milk. Let's have a quick look. So the cows are up to 68 now. Pigs 135. The sheep have been almost as prolific as the pigs. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, not far off actually. We started off with 10, so we've had 125 pigs and we've had nearly 100 sheep. So pretty good, I have to say. Chickens are now restocking again. I'm going to go back in and we'll check those out and take out any males like I was doing before. But yeah, cows are up to 19,787,000 litres of milk on hand again. Manure 49,429 litres. Pigs have got 20,000 litres of manure, so I've got plenty of manure. I need to go around and feed them all again, which I'm going to do now. Air temp is sitting at 7 degrees, ground temp is at 9, so we're actually not far off being able to plant, which is all wonderful. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to go around, clean out the animals, feed them all again, ready for another day. I might sell some more milk in a little while, or might let it build up, I'm not too sure, haven't decided. We do need to go down to the farmer's market and unpack the vending machine. That'll give me some more options. I am considering replacing this with the new 45,000 litre feed mixer, simply for capacity and speed of work. It does mean that I can't just hop onto it like with this one to feed them, like now. It does mean I'm going to have to, but I can still leave it here. I can just back up with a vehicle, hook it up and do it. So I don't know, yeah, I just think for the amount of animals we've got, we haven't got a lot of animals, that's the thing about it, but we are getting through feed at quite a rate, so I do need to mix up some more anyway. We're down to about 100,000 litres in storage, so I do need to mix up some more. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe a new mixer. Maybe we'll take this back. Maybe get rid of the IT runner back for the Griffin. I don't know. We'll have a think. When I say we'll have a think, I'll have a think, obviously. I always say we. I just feel it's a kind of, you know, we're in this together, you know. They are taking quite a lot, man. Yeah, I'm definitely need to mix some more. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Right. That's full. And now we'll clean out the feed areas. I must admit, I wouldn't mind having the Lady Juno back. I know you can put straw down in the feed areas, and there's a whole load of different ways you can avoid having to collect stuff. And I don't mind going around and doing this, but I love the Lady Juno. It's quite a handy thing to have. Oh, my straw bales for the bedding, they've gone down considerably. That one needs to be moved into place because that's fallen out of the area. Let's have a look at the pigs. How are theirs looking? They won't use as many, I don't think. Oh, okay, they've used a fair few. That should be like that. What's going on here? There we go. And they need clearing out too. Rightio. Let's get on with it. Okay, it is now 8:31. Temperature still hasn't quite reached 10 degrees yet, but it will do probably by lunchtime if we check in the... where are we? Yeah, it probably will do. Maybe by lunchtime we'll have ground temp ready to start planting, which is great. Animals are absolutely fine. I do need to put some grass in. Right, cool. Right, I'm going to do a round trip. I've got a job to do. I need to sort out this vending machine down at the farmer's market. Unbox it and move it into place. Well, I'm also going to go and grab a piece of machinery. I think I'm going to get the Trex. I was just going to get a stump grinder, but I'm going to get the Trex, I think, because we're going to do a bit of a yard remodel. We're going to get rid of the trees and the rock in the middle. I'm just thinking with the new machinery we're buying, I have got space still in the buildings here, but just in case we want storage for bales or anything like that, I'm going to leave those. And if we get a second harvester, we're going to need to put it somewhere. I just think as we're increasing our equipment, I'd rather have it here, because I did think we have got the placeable area where our little farm shop is, but I just think we'll stick another shelter in the middle. It just gives us a few more options for parking and ease of use and that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to whiz out, do that, grab that, remodel the yard. Hopefully by lunchtime we can get going on the planting. Actually, what I need to do is lift that up, and I don't think I've strapped down the skid steer over the back. Nope. Right, now we're good to go. Right, so you're down at the farmer's market in a moment. That fence been sitting there for an entire day, well, a month technically, waiting for our planting window. I have been considering trying out the Borgo, not the massive ones, because we just haven't got the space or the field size. The problem is the smaller one, the is it CDC, the frame mounted, the FMS CD, whatever it is only 8 metres. I've sold an 8 metre, bought an 18 metre, and then I would kind of go backwards, but I do like the look of it. Maybe we'll get one on a test. I mean, that's actually a seeder, not a planter, so at the moment we've got a planter, so I guess we could maybe, if we're going to get another vehicle, if we get another vehicle, another seeder. Oh, I said about getting a new trailer as well, didn't I? Right, let's rock and roll. We are almost ready as well for grass cutting. So we'll cut grass, and hopefully if it's not too damp. We're not showing us rain or anything for this today, tomorrow, I don't think the day after either. So potentially we can get our hay made for this year, which would be nice. Which way am I going? Around here, I think. It still makes me smile every time I turn down Sealy Lane. Oh dear. And the brewery. And the bakery for Sealy EG. It's incredible. I was thinking about providing barley again for the brewery, for the maltings, and setting up a little storage point just over there in the placeable area. Or maybe just here. Right, so our kind of farmer's market setup. We've got buy points. I'm thinking maybe we might get another sell point. We've got seed and fertiliser refill points. Little shed for storage. I was going to bring like a forklift down here, but didn't get down round to it. Ah, there we go. Right, so. In all honesty, I couldn't remember where I put it. Oh dear. I hope this is the right way round. So, if we unbox this now. Right. I'm pretty sure the straps won't work to pick it up, I don't think. I'm pretty sure when I did the mod review on this it didn't work. But what I'll do is just give it a gentle shove, although last time I did that I knocked the thing over and we had to get a new one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the straps don't work, but we'll give it a go. Yeah. That would have been perfect. Whoa, around. Can we give this a gentle... It doesn't like that very much, does it? Okay, alright. Well, if we're nice and gentle with it. If we actually touch it rather than going there, that side. I might have just stuck the thing right through the glass at the front. Right, so new vending machine kind of in place. Yeah, that'll do. So if we look into our menu now, I've got a contract for fertilising on hand, and we go just go across to where's our milk? Milk and eggs, right. So we're down at the bottom now. We've got Verkaufsautomat, and then directly below it, Verkaufsautomat. I'll put a little arrow. So we've now got two of those, which means they're competing sell points, and we're getting different prices for them. If we look at eggs at the moment, 4,666. I have got almost a full pallet. I might bring that. Actually, that's our other one. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the best way to check this is if we go to this. I think the top one is this one here. Tag place. There we go. If we come out, oh, great. Let's come back out a bit further. Do it again. So if I tag place. Yeah, so the top one is this one here. Just walk into that, fantastic. Which means the bottom one is the one out. Why won't it let me? That's weird. It keeps bouncing between the two. Anyway, regardless, so which means the bottom one, the second one down, is ours. Far as wool goes, 1893 for wool, because we have got quite a bit of wool on hand, but I want to wait till we get to the end of the season for wool. 1381 at the spinnery, 1893, but that price is dropping. We'll keep an eye on that. But anyway, so that's placed. And the great thing of that is it's a small thing. Yes, it only does eggs and milk, but there are the little buildings and stuff like that. But if you do want to do chickens and you are doing cows, and you want to give yourself, you know, you could put 3 or 4 of these around the map in different locations, and it just gives you extra options and, you know, more competitiveness in the sell points, I guess. And plus they pay out pretty good prices, I'll be honest with you. This trailer needs a bit of work and a bit of a wash. I think it's looking a little bit filthy. So let's just hook that on there. Like that. I'm going to go and get the other piece of machinery that I was talking about. I'm keeping an eye on that temperature up in the top right. As soon as that hits 10, we should be good for putting our soybean and corn in the ground, which I'll crack on with that. All herbiciding has been done. So next stop, the store. I thought while we're out and about with the low load, is this going to fit? Should do. We're going to lease the T-Rex, however you say it. This is under forestry, isn't it? £10,000. Could just get a chainsaw and a mulcher. No, let's do it. So let's. I need to bought that then. No, I don't want to purchase it. I've already leased it. Thank you very much. It's just going to fit. Might be too wide. We're going to get on. Oh, I tell you what, we might just squeak this on. Have a looking. I'm not even sure that's going to stay on there, but if we take our time, I'm sure we'll be fine. I think we need these on. It'll just be quicker driving down it on the back of here than driving it down itself. And I was out and about anyway, on a few errands, so why not? Due to send that tractor with fertiliser spreader off to do the contract we took on. We will go cross country. Okay then, right, beacons off. It says beacons off, that's better. Ramps down. This is a bit excessive for 2 trees in all honesty, but I probably could have just got a chainsaw. I'm just thinking actually, can I get to them? On the other side? It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Okay, so potentially that's that one gone and the stump. So with that we lose the trees, we lose the rocks, we lose the metal basket. Bit of a clean-up operation. So what I need to do now is turn that off, because that's actually quite loud. Beacons off. We'll stick this to one side. Take that back later. Here's a little bit of landscaping. Tidy this up. And then we need to sort out getting a new building, shelter, barn, something put in. I have got my eye on one locally, which may need to be dismantled and brought over. It's kind of an older barn. It's not brand new, but why not? So, yeah, blimey, it's different already, isn't it? Okay then, landscaping's done. Bushes, shrubs, bits and bobs have all been moved out of the way. It's all looking a little bit neater and tidier. Now we've got to look at what's going to fit in here. I want to go for a drive-through barn that's open all the way round, just to make life a little bit easier for getting through in any direction with any vehicle. And also, if you've got vehicles you need to pull out of sheds and stuff, that you might be able to, I don't want it to be in the way, so to speak. There are a few different options available, and I'll kind of have a bit of a fiddle around. We'll see what we can get put in. But anyway, we've got jobs to do. I need to move this. That's going to need to be built, installed. That's okay. Let's move this and put it away. I think the hire company will come and collect the from the store. They'll come and collect it. If not, I'll take it back later on. It's no problem. I always put the ramps back down on this, just because sometimes you need to use the skid steer loader around the yard, and it's just easier than having to keep coming back every now and again, because you forget, and I do forget a lot. Oh, I can't believe how different that looks. Wow. I do like having a bit of greenery there, it's nice, but I need the yard space. Cool, right, we need to grab this. I did top up my fertiliser a little bit again, because it needed doing. I was doing a few fertilising jobs, so we are topped up. And that's I don't obviously, when I show you the little screenshots of contracts complete, I don't show you all of them, because I do odd ones here and there, and otherwise I could end up at the start and end of a Let's Play, or in the middle of a Let's Play, with 5, 6, 7, 8 little screenshots. I know I've done it before, but so sometimes I'll do a job, buy some fertiliser, and you don't actually kind of see it. It offsets one page to the other. Where am I going? Field 35, that's this one, isn't it? Just thinking, should I take those eggs now while the price is really good? Could do, couldn't I? This one's field 35 just here, isn't it? We'll soon see when we try and operate it. Right, let's open the track. Yep, that's fine. It's working. This one pays 7,000 something, 7,500, something like that. Still not there at the magic 10 degrees, are we? Frustrating. I do just keep checking all my grass fields. There we go. Right, that'll carry on. Let's go and check grass fields, because I might need to start mowing as well. Okay, back across the yard. There's a little gap down the side of here. Doesn't look too bad. Is that fully grown yet? Maybe not. No, moisture's at 20%, 67% growth. Yeah, don't want that open. Right. Yeah, just waiting on the planting then, isn't it? I should take those eggs. Don't know what to do now. price is pretty good. Yep, I'm going to do that. Actually, I was going to check as well. How much milk did I say I had on hand? 19,000 litres. Up to 22,000 now. Where was the best place for the milk? Was 2006. 2,106 the other one. Blimey, that's pretty good. That's not as good as I got the other day though, is it? Still better than everywhere else. I might wait and see if the price comes up a bit. See how much we can get, maybe take, not a full tanker, but we can definitely take more. Just curious, the eggs thing's got me really curious, especially in conjunction with the vending machine thing, because eggs have always been one of those things that have been a bit hit and miss and depend on the map and that kind of thing, and you do them, you don't always get that many, and you end up thinking, is it really worth it? But then to be fair, what they've cost me to buy and how many I've now got, and because I can make a bit of money on them, it's not, like I said before in the last episode, it's not huge money, but it's a decent bit of money. Ooh, where am I going? So this is the day-to-day, and I found this on Washoe. Once I got to a point where my animals, the cows especially, were producing loads of slurry, loads of manure, loads of everything, because I wasn't playing it with seasons then, you do get a lot of, it just becomes the day-to-day, just keeping the animals fed, selling the products they're producing, all that kind of thing, and it kind of works rather well. $9,179. That's incredible. And that wasn't even a full pallet. Brilliant. There's some expensive eggs. Mind you, I have been to some artisan farm shops, let's just call it that. Free range, grass, corn fed, this, that and the other. Chickens and the eggs for a box of 6. Can get quite expensive. Obviously not £9,000 expensive, but right, well, there we go. Another nice little result there. Actually, to be fair, I only need one of these. Too busy talking. I only really need one of these, don't I? Let's plop that back down. Jobs, right. The land is cleared, it's ready. I'll see in a little while where hopefully we're going to be planting soybean, corn, get those in the ground, and then hopefully a new shed, building shelter type thing will have been constructed. There. Actually, you know what, I'll leave those straps off. I'm always very dubious. I know it's one of those weird things with IT runner stuff. If you save the game and come out, sometimes you come back and they've done very peculiar things, and I've always been a bit worried about leaving it strapped down, especially if I save the game. I was actually thinking earlier on, you know, I said when I bought the Fent that the Borgo DLC was due out. I could have got myself a 670 horsepower RX, couldn't I? But I do like that. I couldn't have done that with it, to be fair, had I have done that. Right, just wait on the temperature then. Let's just sit and watch, wait. I won't make you wait. I suddenly remembered while we were out this way, I just finished the contract on field 35, that field 38, there were those 2 sections where the fertiliser didn't take. So what I've got to do is run a strip across here. So you can see the section where it didn't take last time. And then we've got to run a couple, well, maybe one strip, we might get away with one strip, maybe two, up the field, and then this one will be fully fertilised. Stop there. So let's just check in here. So field 35 is done. Yeah, 38. So that was the section and a bit across the bottom there that didn't work last time, so I need to do that bit. Those two are done, that's fine. 39 does say it needs lime, but that's already got a crop in it. That is now fully fertilised too. Both of these have been sprayed. So, yeah, we'll see. I can actually afford to go a little bit further out with this, can't I? Like about there. Fantastic. At least I know these two fields don't have to worry about. I can probably go down to the other sugar beet field and get another fertilising state on that as well. What time are we now? 10:18. Still haven't quite hit that magic 10 degrees. We will get there. Make sure it turns around the right way. Go to the right, go to the right. There we go. And that should be it, pretty much covered then. Well, it's 1:48, and as I had feared, the ground temperature is not coming up. The air temperature is, ground temperature still sitting at 9 degrees, so I can't do my planting. So I'm going to head off. I'm going to buy a new trailer. Hopefully by the time we get back, our barn will be built. I have been through and looked at all sorts of manufacturers, companies, people to come out, have a look, old barns to be pulled down and rebuilt, and I couldn't either find one that fit the space, one that I liked. The one that I really did like, unfortunately, had a telegraph pole by the side of it, so it kind of rendered it not technically, I mean, yes, technically a drive-through shelter, but you couldn't go through in all different directions, which seems like that's kind of what I was looking for. Unfortunately, so nothing really kind of worked. So what I've decided upon is a kind of compromise between. It's a little bit smaller, fits right in the middle. I'll probably be able to put the tractors under it, maybe a couple of smaller bits. Since I'm buying another trailer now, I'm keeping the bednar. What we're going to do is have the bednar for smaller loads, should we have any smaller loads. The one that I'm going to get now for medium-sized loads, then we've got our articulated lorry, our semi 79,000 litre for large loads. So I will go back over in a second with it, and we'll hopefully the building will be built. I've taken on a transport contract, but there is a fertilising contract available on field 1, I think, field 1 or 2, so I'm going to do a couple more contracts. As you can see, my money has dropped quite a bit. I took a bit of a hit because I was going to have one built, paid for it. The company came out to install it. Let's go with that. It was landscaped around. I seemed happy with it, but it wasn't what I wanted. So the problem was then I had to sell it, and I hadn't followed my own advice and saved. So yeah, took a bit of a hit on one and then bought another one, but it is what it is. Right, let's go buy me a trailer. Okay, so we've dipped below 600,000 in the bank, so I'm going to do some more contracts. Although we are probably not far off enough for another full load of manure down to the biogas plant, which should give us about another 53, 56 grand overnight plus the digestate. So we're going to get another little boost again. Those cows are fantastic. Very, very helpful indeed. What trailer did I go for? I've gone for a Fleagle Bull. Just recently had an update, I think. I've gone, originally they were only 32,000 litres, 32, but I've gone for the 40,000 litre version, and the shed is built. Actually, it's not a bad size, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Tractor's already in it, that's great. So yeah, we got ourselves a Fleagle Bull. Does have a rear trailer hitch as well, which is very handy. I used these a lot on FS15, I think on 17, but FS15 especially. I remember doing foraging, silage harvest, and I had the Krone Big X 1100, was it? With about 6 of these all lined up. It was absolutely fantastic, I loved it. So what we'll do for the time being, let's actually stick it under here, we might as well. It's not going to be too long to go under, is it? Like I say, I spent ages fiddling around with all different ones, and I couldn't get something that was going to fit nicely. I'll show you what I mean. I mean, I did initially have one of those placed, and it took up most of the space, although you could access it all round, which was great, but it was just massive. It was way too big. There were some other ones I looked at. I don't think I've got them installed now because I came back out. Oh yeah, the Missy B ones, the new from FS19 from Goldcrest Valley, I think it was. That one was massive, way too big. That one was small enough, but it's got closed in back to it, so I wasn't really feeling it. But anyway, we have got it now. It is built, and we have come to the end of this episode. I am going to go and start planting at some point. I really am. Hopefully, at some point, the ground temperature will come above 9 degrees, and we'll be able to get cracking on that. Whilst I'm waiting on that, we will keep up with the sheep. At some point we're going to have to start checking on the pigs a little bit more regularly, because we're going to start getting into the weight zones for selling. I'm going to try and get them as heavy as possible. I mean, that could take a couple of years to get as heavy as possible, but I'm hoping if I can get in the region of £1,000 for each one, we could make a nice tidy bit of money on the pigs. Sheep we're going to with the wool, that's no problem at all, and the cows already are. If we have a look into the menu again, we are cow enclosure 57,650 litres of manure, and pigs 22,000, so we're all up to 79. We've got 79,000, so we've got enough for a full load. That's all good. Chickens keep on going, which is fantastic. But there you go, a few more odd jobs around the farm, bit of landscaping, remodeling of the yard, new building, new trailer, sold some eggs. It's all good. I'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.